Wandavision episode 6. We're here. Halloween episode. I loved it. I love this episode. I told you before, this is like one of the most enjoyable episodes I've ever seen out of
I
this
think
entire
it's
season.
pretty enjoyable, but I don't love it. To me, this episode felt like filler, but in a good way. It's not like filler. It's not filler that you're like it's filler and you hate it because it's filler. Like it's only
I
filler
don't
because it doesn't feel like it stack up to like episode 4 and 5.
I didn't see this as filler. I
Mm.
found this as actually
'Cause really,
very informational.
not a lot of stuff happens uh, in
I
this
mean,
episode.
not the stuff that like just blatant in your face reveals and
No,
stuff.
like
Like,
really,
no, you
not a
actually
lot
have
of
to.
stuff happened in this episode. Not a lot of huge stuff. Like the hugest thing for me in this episode was Wanda expanding the hex. But then they end the episode right after that, and I kind of hate the episode for that.
So you hate the episode for leaving off on a cliffhanger?
Yeah, I mean, it's freaking exaggeration. I'm not gonna put the episode in the F tier. I hate cliffhangers. Everyone hates cliffhangers, but they're good for a reason. It just makes it. I don't know. It was kind of a weird spot to end on it for me because like you
Hmm.
did like that whole thing happened and it just ended, and I was like, oh, okay, that's where they're ending it.
I mean, I think it ended off perfectly because if they were going for a cliffhanger, that's the perfect way to leave off at. Because last episode, she's like, I don't even know how any of this started. Even in this episode, I don't even know how I did it. And she's literally in control. We know now that she's in control. But there's a different person at play here. There's someone
It's
at play,
Mephisto,
someone
dude.
behind the scene.
It's Mephisto.
Uh, I hate that Mephisto theory.
Eh,
Everything that character
I
says.
told you
Oh my
that
god,
last time.
it's Mephisto.
I told you
Like,
that
it's
last
so
episode.
aggravating.
Every character is Mephisto. You guys remember in
Exactly.
the mirror, that green, that like gray arm beckoning Pietro in? Dude, it's Mephisto.
Hmm.
Pietro has a
Oh yeah,
tattoo.
from the mirror, the little mirror
Yeah,
thing that they did from episode 5. Oh my
yeah.
god.
Dude,
Hmm.
Hayward does something. He blinks in the wrong way. Dude, it's Morse code. It says
It's
Mephisto.
it's Mephisto.
Demon Spawn, Mephisto.
So
Guys, I don't think
aggravating.
Mephisto's gonna be in the show.
Yeah,
If we're being honest.
honestly,
Mephisto, that's like a Doctor Strange kind of villain, like a big
that's what
villain,
I'm
like
saying.
Dormammu. Like imagine
Someone's definitely at play here, but I don't think it's actually the
it's
devil himself.
everything is kind of pointing towards Agatha right now. Like all like the hidden clues in my thing, they like it's pointing to Agatha. Like
I
that's
I
that's
definitely think that she's a player. She's definitely a player. I don't know
hmm
about villain yet, but all of this could be
no, like I'm saying,
debunked next
Wanda's the
week.
villain. Wanda's the villain.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Wanda's the villain, but like there's a secondary force like
yeah, yeah,
amplifying
yeah,
it,
yeah.
like kind of how like the devil on her shoulder. I'm pretty sure it's Agatha. Look at
Devil on your shoulder, Mephisto. It's
bruh.
Mephisto, just like what you just said. Devil
Bro,
on your
Mephisto.
shoulder,
Also, the dumber
Mephisto.
theories: Hayward being Ultron, creating the Sentinels.
Actually, someone said that Hayward was Ralph, Agnes's
Ralph.
husband. We never see Ralph. We don't know Hayward's first name. I don't know.
Ralph Hayward.
That's actually
But
a good theory.
what is the
That
significance for Ralph? Like, why is like Ralph a significant character?
I don't. But she's always
It's
referencing
Ralph
Ralph.
Dibny.
We
They
never.
found him. It's Ralph Dibny. They found
Harley
where he
Sawyer
went
got
to.
fired.
They found Ralph Dibny, dude.
Hartley got fired for a reason. We're not bringing that up. But
But
yeah.
dude, I'm telling you, not a lot of stuff happened in this episode.
Okay,
I
so
just like it for the
basically,
family dynamic.
yeah, nice little Malcolm in the Middle. I've never seen
Like
Malcolm in the
this
Middle.
one
I
feels
thought it.
more
I
of just
thought of
like
it
a
as stuck in the
TV
middle.
show than like the huge Marvel plot unraveling mystery, and I like it for that. They bring back Pietro. I really
Sitcom.
like. I like. It's not. This is not a sitcom.
That
This
was a
is an
sitcom.
early 2000s comedy show.
Sitcom. It's a
Sitcom, whatever you want to
sitcom.
call it. Sitcom, animated feat, whatever you want to call it. It was okay. The kids. This is the one time I don't hate child actors. Billy and Tommy,
Yeah,
they were actually pretty decent for little kids.
they're all right. Honestly, dude, in my opinion, I don't think the twins are making out of this.
I think the twins will make it out of this. Because they made
I
it out
don't
of the
think
comics that this is based off of. I think they're gonna make it out. I don't think Pietro's making it
quick
out. I don't think Vision's
P
making it out.
P Pietro's not for me. Pietro's not making it out. Vision's not making it out. The kids are not making it out. And if Wanda and with Wanda being in Doctor Strange, if we're just going dark, she's not making it out of Doctor Strange too either.
Nah,
How do
they
you come
wouldn't.
back from this? How do you come back from this, dude? What,
I don't think they'd kill off Wanda.
bro? I don't know how she's. I don't know how Wanda's gonna come back from this.
I feel like they're just gonna go right off her character. I don't feel like they'd kill Wanda though.
They could.
Yeah, they definitely
But
could.
while we were watching the episode, you were like, I think that this is Pietro. You was like, I still think that this is the real Pietro.
Yeah, I still kind of believed because he did a lot of. What made me believe it was Pietro right off the bat when I first watched the episode was just him using his powers. I was like, because a lot of the theories were, I saw theories that he's a sword plant. Like they sent someone in there and like disguised as Pietro somehow to get to Wanda. I was like, if he's using his powers, he's got to be Pietro. But and then I don't know, he just kind of acted like how a big brother would, or little brother. Is he the little brother or is he the big brother?
He's the big brother.
Yeah.
He's older than her by 6 seconds, but not 6 seconds. I think like 2 minutes. But this is how I found out that he wasn't actually Pietro. This is why I
You
still
mean you
believe that
think?
he's an imposter. Yeah, whatever. So you remember she asked him the question, right? And he was
Mm-hmm.
like, "You're
You're
testing
gonna say
me."
because he deflected it?
Never. He didn't deflect it. He just never answered the question.
Yeah,
If
but
you
I'm saying he
deflect the
deflected it
question,
and
you're
didn't answer.
yeah. He didn't answer. If that would, and this is the thing. If she actually manifested her brother Pietro, why would he come up as Evan Peters? Or if somebody else wanted to come into her
For me,
world
I
acting
think the
as her
Evan
brother,
Peters thing.
why wouldn't they wear Aaron Taylor's face? Why would they wear Evan Peters?
For
That's why
me,
I
like
believe
my
he is
little
not.
headcanon thing is that the Evan Peters thing, it's just because they couldn't get Aaron Taylor Johnson and they want to merge the X Men thing. That's
Oh
my
yeah,
theory.
don't believe.
That's my theory. I don't
Yeah,
care if
I'm
you don't
gonna.
believe it. That's my thing.
I'm not gonna believe it. I'm just saying, dude.
You can
What
hate
is
on my.
Aaron Taylor Johnson doing? What is he doing
He's
that
probably
he
just
can't
done
be in
acting. I
WandaVision?
just think that they want to get Evan
He is.
Peters. Okay, fine. Don't let me finish. It's cool.
I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
No,
I
yeah,
mean, go
go
ahead.
ahead. I
Are
think
you
they just
acting
have
like
Evan
this?
Peters there, and they said the. I think people are looking at the she recast Pietro thing too hard. I think it's just so they can get him, and then so when the huge Luke Skywalker cameo shows up, if it does turn out to be one of the X Men people, like Professor X, some people say Hank McCoy show up, Magneto. I think it's so it makes people would make more sense that if they use the Fox actors, which is what I want them to do. Hank McCoy. What if Hank McCoy is her engineer friend?
Hank McCoy. Hey McCoy, that's a cool. That's a nice theory.
Hank is an
I can't really find
engineer.
anything to debunk that other than the fact that
Honestly, they could just put anyone in there. It could be just some random dude.
yeah.
Just,
But we're definitely gonna see him next episode, though.
yeah.
She said he got to meet him in an hour. Got to go meet my guy.
My money's on Reed
And
Richards. My 50 cents on Reed Richards. John Krasinski. People
I'm
say Blue
saying
Marvel. I don't
either,
know who Blue Marvel is.
huh?
I saw people saying it could be Blue Marvel. I don't know who Blue Marvel is.
Blue. I don't know who Blue Marvel is either.
Me neither.
I'm saying maybe either Rocket or Hank Pym.
Nah, I
Hank Pym seems more
definitely don't
logical
think
than
it's
Rocket.
Rocket. Also, no, I don't think Hank Pym because Hank Pym. He's last time we saw him, he's on the run, and him and Jane are kind of doing whatever. But I guess that was a while ago.
Yeah,
That was a
him and
while ago.
Jane were at the funeral a couple weeks ago. Well, I think 2 weeks ago. So he could still be around. He could still
No,
be
because I
chilling.
don't really, I don't really think of you over Rocket because when I don't know, Rocket just seemed kind of strange to me. And if it was Rockets, I feel like they would have brought something up about him. But the fact that they just keep saying this engineer guy makes me feel like it is someone mysterious that we haven't met yet, i.e., Reed Richards,
Yeah, I
Blue
mean,
Marvel,
all
Hank
of this like
McCoy.
theorizing that it could be a known person. Yeah, it just could be somebody random.
Mm-hmm.
It just could be nobody. It could just be, somebody that she knows and we
But the
don't even
fact
know.
that they said aerospace engineer, that really makes me feel like it's Reed Richards, dude. We know Fantastic Four are coming
Aerospace.
down the line. We already had the hint about Sword not doing manned missions anymore. Maybe it was because of the Fantastic Four accident. Just spitballing here. I don't know. My money's on Reed Richards. It being John Krasinski, though, I don't know. Because John
If
Krasinski,
you
he
want
seems kind of too bulky.
who John Krasinski, I mean, that's just from
Yeah.
Photoshop. It wouldn't. I don't think he
No, just
actually
looking at
looked
him,
like
like he looks
that.
like a big. He's like a big face, big old head.
Oh,
No, no, but I guess if they
I
put the
mean,
makeup on him, they can make him look like the older version of Reed.
my thing is with the John Krasinski Fantastic Four thing. I feel like with Mr. Fantastic, if they want to do a Luke Skywalker cameo, Mr. Fantastic is not it. John Krasinski
Nah,
as
yeah.
Mr. Fantastic,
Hey, I don't
that
think
would
he'd
be
be
a
cool.
Luke, because for people who they always want Emily Blunt and John Krasinski to be Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman, that would be a Luke Skywalker level cameo if you want to get people talking. But it wouldn't be as big as Luke Skywalker. But that's just my thing.
I don't
And like
know,
it
because I
wouldn't be
feel
as
like my
big
my
as
Luke
Luke.
Skywalker cameos are Doctor Strange, Professor X, Magneto. I don't know, cause I feel like the
I
Luke's. I don't know. This Luke Skywalker thing they got us thinking about, like the Luke Skywalker thing. Like they could have literally just classified that as Evan Peters, and it's like not coming. I don't know about this whole Luke Skywalker
that would be a
cameo thing.
cop out though. I'm not gonna lie, that would be a cop out.
Evan Peters is
Evan
cool.
Peters is not Luke
Evan
Skywalker.
Peters is cool. Like, he's dope. That is not a Luke Skywalker cameo.
No,
That is a great cameo though, but I don't know. I feel like they're gonna do for.
I
I think it's gonna be Doctor Strange or Professor X.
I still contend that even though I say that X-Men are not coming in this, I still contend that Professor X might roll up as not Magneto, as
James
Patrick Stewart might
McAvoy.
roll up as Professor X.
I
No,
want to
not
see
James
James
McAvoy.
McAvoy. I prefer James McAvoy.
You do?
I'm a sucker for First Class and all that. And
I you know.
what's his name? God damn, I literally always forget his name. Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, I would love to see that. And plus, they have Evan Peters. He's kind of from the futurish, the newer X Men, but I guess they're kind of the same. But dude, I'm pretty sure Luke Skywalker cameo. And if they're not going with X Men, then it's just Doctor Strange. It might as well just be Doctor Strange because they
Hawkeye.
already
I
said
know
it's
some
gonna.
dude. I saw this cameo last night. Somebody was like, "Oh my god, Agent Coulson is gonna show up with Hawkeye." That's the guy
I saw people
that
saying it was
Monica
gonna
was
be
talking about.
Fitz and Simmons, and I don't know
What,
jack about Agents of Shield, but like I don't know, you kind of watch
dude,
Agents of Shield. Would Fitz and
bro?
Simmons show up?
Kevin Fitz and Simmons, they would show up. They
Mm,
would.
I don't know. That show's
But
freaking
Kevin
god awful
Feige
in my
wants
opinion.
nothing to do with Agents of Shield. Kevin Feige wants. He didn't even want that show. He didn't even produce that. He didn't want that
Didn't he
show.
cancel it as soon
So
as he got in office? Like you said, no more seasons for
yeah,
you.
yeah, no more Daredevil, no more. He canceled
No
all that
more
stuff.
Iron Fist.
He's like, I'm not in control of that. Everything that I'm not in control of, I'm
Iron Fist
canceling.
tooted and booted. Daredevil tooted and booted. Defenders
Yep.
tooted and booted. Jessica
Agents
Jones,
of
Luke
Shield.
Cage, Agents of Shield, tooted and booted.
But
Next.
like, what do you think of them talking about Monica's cells?
Monica's.
You know,
I don't think we're gonna see Monica's powers in the show by the end of the
that's
show.
what I'm
I
saying. A
think
lot of
that's
people
gonna
talking
be
about
something for Captain Marvel
powers.
too.
I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm like. I don't think.
Like
I
I
think
think
this
they're.
is actually a health thing.
I think
I
like
think
this is the start of her becoming Photon, but I don't think we're gonna see her shooting energy blast flying by the end of the show.
I think that if I think like the thing is that if she goes through that portal one more time, she's gonna die or something like that. I
Nah,
think this is actually like a health thing,
I think
but
this
I
is
don't know.
her.
This I could get
My
debunked
theory,
by
since
next
I
week.
want to see the mutants, maybe she's becoming a mutant now. Maybe when the hex goes down, big old energy
I've
wave
seen
mutants.
people talk about that. I've seen them say that now since the hex is has expanded, and so if
Dude,
somebody
ever
comes in and
since
somebody goes out,
freaking
their cells
bro,
rearrange.
I'm pretty sure you know this, but dude, ever since Infinity War, bro, I thought the snap was just gonna bring in mutants. Like I was like
Everybody,
cosmic
dude,
proportion.
that's why I keep on. That's why I say that I don't think mutants are coming because every MCU thing since they got Fox at Disney, they've been saying X-Men are coming in this, X-Men are coming in this. The snap is gonna cause
I mean, we
X-Men.
know X Men are coming eventually. Why not start now? I feel, dude, I think X Men are coming by the end of this. And I think there's
By
so
the
many
end
ways
of
that they could, because
WandaVision,
dude, the world in the past 5 years, their world, it's been exposed to cosmically large energy waves. What, 4 times? One the original snap, uh, two this Hulk snapping back, Thanos destroying the stones, Iron Man snap.
but Thanos destroying the stones, he
Yeah, that
wasn't
wasn't
on
a snap.
Earth.
That wasn't a snap, but it's still cosmically large proportion. Remember when in Endgame when Rocket was searching, he said when the snap released, there was a cosmically large energy surge. This happened 5 days ago.
Yeah, but then it didn't hit Earth though.
What do you
That
mean? He said
energy
an
surge
energy
was
beam was
large enough.
cosmically large proportion. Cosmically large.
Yeah, cosmically large, but you can see like he can see it on the hologram, but it didn't hit Earth.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go from by the fact that he says cosmically, which means universal. So in my thing, the world is experienced for cosmic energy proportion. I think that's how the mutants. But what I think they could do with WandaVision is when the hex goes down. That's like because I don't think they're gonna do House of M where like Wanda breaks the multiverse. I feel like that's gonna happen, but something else. But I think the hex coming down, Wanda's gonna send out energy wave, and that's how mutants come in if they do decide to do mutants this early. My theory.
Cool
But
theory.
ever since Infinity War, I was like, oh, yeah, snap, energy, mutants. But I don't. Maybe they
I,
might not do mutants in the sense of people being born with the mutant gene.
I think that just the whole thing with X-Men for me is like the Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. dynamic between Professor X and Magneto. And then having those mutant genes come up like a mutant child and like them going like they both want the same cause. I think that dynamic works as its own movie instead of just putting it in a TV show or a Disney Plus show.
I mean, yeah, I
I
don't
want
think
the X-Men to be introduced in a big way.
that's
That's
what I
just
think. I
me.
think the X Men. I don't think they're gonna show up in like you got the whole X Men team. Like I said, if they do go with Professor X, at the end of the show, like bam, drop it. Because I don't think I don't think it's they can really do right now at the point where mutants are being born. I think they're gonna be altered. So maybe they're not really mutants; they're more inhumans. Like certain people now that are already alive get mutated into mutants. Because if they did do like normal mutants, I mean, wouldn't all the mutants just be like children right now? They couldn't really
When all the
do
mutants
adult
be
mutants.
children.
Yeah, because like the way the mutants normally work is you're born with it. And if they introduce
Yeah.
mutants now, there wouldn't be any mutants until they all grow up. So that's what I'm saying. They'd have to do it so like they're more inhumans instead of mutants.
So you're telling me that they will be born as inhumans, but then
No,
turn
I'm
into
talking about
mutants.
people already
That,
alive now get altered by some sort of energy thing that makes them technically mutants, but they're actually inhumans. If you get what I
but
mean.
why would that make them technically mutants if they're already inhumans? That
No, never mind. You don't get what I'm saying.
no, I get what you're saying. Like you're saying, like people, the everyday people, they're just walking around and then boom, get hit with an energy blast. Like they're mutated, air quotation marks, but they're inhumans. But in actuality, they're mutants. They just say that
Yes,
they're inhumans, but
kind of, but
they're
yes.
mutants.
No, they say they're mutants, but technically because they're inhumans because they got altered when mutants are supposed to be born with it. Because that's how it
Hmm.
works in Fox. So I think my theory for how they would introduce these, by the end of the show, Wanda does something with the multiverse that affects it, and they like people already existing, they would become mutated. Because I don't think they can do it like how what Fox did, how the people are born with the mutant gene. But I feel like that'd be diverging pretty heavily from the original X Men sources. I don't know. There's a lot of ways they could do X Men. Kevin Feige,
They
he could think of
could.
something. There's like a lot of
I
ways.
mean, I don't. I just can't see. Like, I just can't see him putting them in here because
Dude, that's
he
the thing
already
about
had
Feige.
WandaVision
He
mapped
never
out.
expect them.
No, but he already had WandaVision mapped out.
Yeah, who's to say that
I
map didn't
trust.
include mutants?
I no. I trust my Lord and Savior Kevin Feige.
I trust that he's gonna pop in some mutants. Bro, my dude, honestly, when he brought in Evan Peters, I was like, oh, well, I guess he can do anything.
My thing is with the Evan Peters thing. That was just a cool thing for the audience, but also a
Nah,
misdirect. I think that
nah.
was a
If you think
misdirect.
that's a cool
I
thing, but you thought my thing
I
that
think
it's
that's a
just
misdirect.
Pietro and Aaron Taylor Johnson being unavailable was too far fetched. You think it was
Aaron
just some
Taylor,
cool
what is
thing?
Aaron Taylor
See,
Johnson
see how you
doing?
get on me? See how you get on me? Nah,
No, I'm
Kevin
just saying, like,
Feige
what
does
is
that.
he doing?
He does everything for. I really don't know what Aaron Taylor Johnson's doing. Kevin Feige does everything for a reason. I think Evan Peters has more to do there than just be some cameo. Especially with them acknowledging with she recast Pietro. What is Aaron Taylor Johnson
I
doing?
mean, that's what I'm saying. Why would he not be busy? He's
No,
not
maybe he
doing
just doesn't
anything.
want to come back because they hold his character so bad. Man, I don't want to
Nah,
come back
bro,
either.
that's the biggest film franchise, and one of their movies is the biggest movie of all time.
It's just a joke, Sterling.
Heck yeah,
Chill
I'm
out.
coming back.
Just a joke, Sterling. Chill out. Don't make it unfunny.
I wasn't responding to your joke.
Kind of did.
I was responding to your statement.
Joke statement. My statement was a joke. I'm
Oh,
pulling
was it?
Davis now.
Oh, was it? But I mean, yeah, WandaVision episode 6, pretty enjoyable for me. Nice little Halloween episode. That ad, oh my god, the little commercial.
Yeah,
I
I feel
I
like there
hated
wasn't
it.
as a lot to take away from this ad as the other ones.
Like every other ad was about her grief, and I was thinking that this week's ad was just gonna be about Ultron or something like that, but it wasn't. And then the fact
What
that
if
they
it's
show Aaron
Infinity
Taylor
Stones?
Johnson getting gunned down, I thought it was gonna show Aaron Taylor Johnson or Ultron or something like that,
What if it's the
but it was just
Infinity
some shark.
Stones? Remember the
What?
Hydra cube, the Hydra Silk cube, blue cube, Tesseract?
Yeah.
What if the Yo Magic could have been the Soul Stone? I don't know. I'm spitballing. Because if we don't. What
But
if
I
these.
mean, the shark said, "When I get hungry, I feed on Yo Magic. Yo Magic, Wanda's
Mephisto.
magic. Somebody's
Mephisto.
feeding on that magic."
Mephisto, you're right, dude.
Mephisto
It's freaking Mephisto.
could be Mephisto. We could totally
It
be
could
wrong
be. It
by
could be
next week.
Mephisto, but I just hate how everything is Mephisto.
Everything's not Mephisto. Like
Everyone.
the dude standing behind Wanda every time when the camera just focuses on him and then blurs out Wanda. Mephisto.
The mailman.
Like, come
Mephisto.
on, guys.
Ralph. Mephisto.
Mephisto.
Norm.
Agnes.
Mephisto.
Mephisto.
Herb. Mephisto. Wandavision. It's all Mephisto.
Vision. Mephisto. Evan Peters. Mephisto. It's always Mephisto.
Bro,
Like it's
and if it leads to Mephisto, I'm gonna feel real dumb. But dude, why would? I feel like if it was Mephisto, they'd give us a little more to go on.
that's what I'm saying.
They'd drop a
But
little more hints.
there is all the hints are leading towards that it's Wanda.
Yeah, it's
It's
Wanda
not.
and Agnes. Wanda and or Agnes.
Yeah.
My money's
Or
on Agnes, but
both of them.
Wanda's still playing
Yeah.
a major part.
Huh?
My money's on Agnes, but Wanda's still playing a major part.
Yeah. I think Wanda's very much in control here, but she doesn't I don't. She's in control, but not in control. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like she knows what she's doing. She's in control,
Oh
but
dang!
she
I
doesn't
realized
know
I
how to
haven't seen the
start it.
episode 7 promo.
I haven't seen. Oh yeah. Wait. So they kind of do something.
Yeah,
in
usually
7,
promos
episode
drop
7?
after each episode for the next
No, I
episode.
didn't see. Yeah, no, I don't want to.
I feel like in the next episode we're gonna see from the trailers of them trying to get into the hex. We're gonna see Darcy. Wonder what Darcy has become inside the hex.
Have you seen it? Have
I
you seen
saw
her?
an image. I don't know if it was real.
Oh,
Someone could have honestly
but
edited it. But if it is true, I mean,
but
then
yeah.
I guess I know what Darcy becomes.
Okay. Well, I can't wait till next week because WandaVision is getting good.
This episode,
getting
I'll
crazy.
admit, was a little slow for me. I mean, it wasn't slow. It's just it wasn't as enjoyable as the other episodes, but the show's still pretty good.
Yeah, I'm still loving it.
Episode 4 and 5 still best ones though.
Before we end this off, so you know how a lot of people are talking about how Hayward is the villain and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if he would, I just want to say something out there for the people who think he's a villain. If you think that he's a villain, why didn't he get absorbed by the thing?
Oh, he drove away fast enough.
Huh?
He was driving away, remember?
No, I know he was driving away, but a lot of other people were driving away as well.
They didn't make it in time, bro.
Yeah, they didn't make it in time, but Hayward did. Hayward did for a reason.
He almost didn't make it.
And yeah, he almost didn't, but he did. And then this is my
right
thing.
Place, right time.
Hayward's been alive for these 5 years. He's been on what's her name? Monica. That's her name, right? Monica. I keep getting Maria and Monica messed up. But Monica is optimistic because she just returned 3 weeks ago. But in between those 5 years, it's been a world of dread. Everyone's been depressed because we don't know what to do. So I feel like from what Hayward is saying in this, here's just this optimism for superheroes and stuff like this. I think they're laying the groundwork for something big in the MCU. And And especially from what Zemo said in the trailer for Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Super Bowl, when he's like, superheroes shouldn't exist or something like that.
Sentinels. Honestly, it
They're
makes sense for Sentinels now that I think about it.
they're laying the groundwork down for something big, and that's why I totally agree with what Hayward is doing. I still think that he's kind of a dick, but I agree with what he's
Like I
with
told
what
you,
he's
his
doing.
you can see why he does, but his means are definitely not justified. Flying a missile at, even if it is one, he thinks he's some super terrorist or something next to her two kids. That's messed up. And he didn't let his team in on it. He just seems like I don't know, but it still feels like he's a red herring. I don't think he's the bad guy, but he's just kind of a bad guy.
And that's what a lot of people are focusing on. Like, stop focusing on Hayward and focus on Wanda. Mephisto. Wanda is Mephisto. She is Mephisto. Like, Mephisto is Wanda. Wanda is Mephisto. But yeah, that's just me. But what's your tier ranking of this?
Oh,
What's your
tier
little
ranking.
number
Think
scale?
about it.
Yeah,
This episode's a B. This episode's a B, and it's
B
a solid 8. This episode is
A.
nowhere near as good as like 4 or 5, but it's still a pretty enjoyable episode. Like I said, I did feel like this one was filler, and not a lot really happened to me. But I do like the
I
family
had fun
dynamic.
with. Huh? Oh yeah, keep going.
I do like the family dynamic. That's the best part about this episode.
Yeah, you know me. I had fun with it, laughed, and just had a good time with it. And just with all like the reveals and stuff. Well, to me, the reveals and stuff and everything that's going on, especially what we learned about for the last 7 days with the Super Bowl trailer for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I can contend that I would say that this episode is a 9 out of 10 and an A on the tier scale. But that was it for our little spoiler discussion for WandaVision episode 6. Please note that everything that we did say in this video was just our very own opinion. And you're free to comment down below. What did you think of WandaVision episode 6? You got anything else you want to say?
Leave a like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next week for the next episode.
All right, episode 6. And
Also, happy Valentine's Day for those watching this.
yeah, man, it's a day after Valentine's Day, but happy Valentine's Day, guys.
And if you
All
didn't
right.
get a Valentine, hey, that's tough, bro.
Yeah, couldn't be us.
Yeah,
But yeah, see you all next time.